morning. We got a hell of a rain last night, soaking wet, but it's looking clear now for 10 days at least. We've got the expert on the spade today and we've got the amateur on the digger. Oh, I'm freezing! And just like that, we're back to sunshine. Literally, that was bone dry, that road. Unbelievable. For destruction. First spread their own predictions. Will we get spreading tomorrow? So much room in there, dogs. Stay. Come on. Calibration boxes for the first spreader. Okay, ball cock for this big old water trough that's not been running. The issue is embarrassingly simple. Oh, what a fool I am. Thirsty dogs. Water was not getting to here, the trough. There was a valve at the house up there, which was a different valve to what I thought it was. And I thought it was turning off the water going somewhere else, but it was turning the water on coming down here. And we never gave the chance for that water to flow because it's a big pipe. Water pressure at this yard is awful, so it takes ages to fill up the pipe before it comes out this end. So long story short, a lot of digging and mess for a very, very simple solution that didn't require all the digging and mess. Anyway, we have the solution now, and we also now know where all these pipes run, which is quite handy. Don't know if you can hear me for the wind, but this bracket here should be the other way around, because the water comes out of this hole, which is going to land on the rim of the trough rather than going straight into the water. Nah, needs an Ugga Dugga. We'll get the Ugga Dugga for that, but long may this continue. Come on, we're on the right path now. Soul destroying to get here, but we might be here now. We might be in springtime. No calves for a week and a half, and then 2 through the night and 2 today. Morning! So I am in a grass field. We're going to calibrate the first spreader. I'm just quickly doing a lap of the field just to check for any wet spots. It's actually not too bad. There's quite a few undulations in here, so the hollows can be filled with water. This is a bit of an indicator. If this bit's dry, then I think the field will travel alright. We're good. Pretty reasonable. That bit's always wet, but there's less water lying there than I thought there would be, so we'll just get cracking on. There's actually quite a wee bit of grass there. It's looking good. We're going to be taking silage off this field. 12:42, right. Right, this is going to go in the grass, so we're just going to fill this up, calibrate, spread that in the grass, and then hopefully off to urea on some oilseed rape, which will be a bit more testing for the weather conditions. Right, we'll calibrate this on the grass here. There's P&K in it, and the P&K is going to get rattled across this grass field because it's going into silage, and then hopefully the wind won't pick up too much, but as you can see, that's actually going a lot faster, just the frame rate is picking it up a lot slower. The video frame rate must be at a frequency that looks like that is going a lot slower. Boxes are out, 12 metres apart. Kev will drive over the top of that box, and then he'll go 24 metres that way and drive back up. And both sets of boxes should have the same volume of fert in them. This is the first time it's been on since we've changed the vane, so hopefully this is going to be a lot simpler and a lot more accurate to calibrate. It's just picking up his GPS lines at the moment. We've started with P&K rather than urea just because it is a bit breezy, and P&K heavier, it will calibrate a lot more accurately than the urea will. It's quite light, it's not very dense, be picked up by the wind quite a bit. Come on, just be perfect first time. That would make my day. There's the plough in the background. Who would have thunk it? Having veins that aren't rippled equals good results. So that was going clockwise. We're now just going to go anti-clockwise just to check both veins are matching up. But that is very promising. First time, original settings, new vein, spot on.
You're like a pill that I just can't trust. You told me to stop, but I keep on going. Told me to stop, but I keep on going. Told me to stop, but I keep on going. Keep on, keep on, keep on. You'll never stop this thing. I will never let you go. Well, who am I to say? Maybe by now you should know.
Is that them all? Yeah. Ah, bloody hell. No luck, it's doing exactly the same as last time. The left side is not matching up with the right side. Pissed off. We had a mechanic come and have a look over it as well. Same thing, he looked over, the shutter's opening right, checked the drive, checked everything. We couldn't figure it out. Changed the veins, that was the only thing that had a bit of rippling in them and nothing. Why is it? It's never been like this, never. I've decided we're just going to crack on. I mean, it isn't the calmest of days, but I don't think the amount of wind there is today would be throwing it off as much as it is. And it's throwing it off the exact same amount as it was before. I'd rather it on the field slightly inaccurately than not on the field. Flippin' Nora. Kev's done on there in the grass. I'm just sorting out some cattle, but I'll just quickly get him loaded up with urea. Okay, I'm at yard 1. I was hoping this would have been dealt with by now and this steel would be in place, but it is not, and it's still in the flatbed. And I now need the flatbed. There's a boat leaving tomorrow and there's 2 loads of our oilseed rape going on it out of yard 4, so I'm going to take the forklift bucket with me. I've not heard from the lorry drivers whether they're coming today or tomorrow, I don't know yet. We've had a delivery of minerals as well just when we and Dad were along the road. Harbro Super Suckler for the cows and Beef Max for the fattening cattle, so we can get that feed mixed up now. Also bag lifter required. Good to go, yard 4 bound. We're here, yard 4. That's the OSR that's going out. We'll need to get all this gear shifted. Scottish Water are renting space here and they're keeping a bit undercover. And we asked them to shift those out the way because we'll need the shed, but it's still there. Right, get this trailer loaded up. I've got 15 ton to shift to yard 3. I'll do it over 2 trips just because the forklift will probably struggle with a full load. So I'll just do 2 half loads. It's only going about a mile and a half along the road. Quite handy with the bag lifter, you can get stuff too high in the shed. With the forks beforehand, it was just a 1 high because of those steel rafters there. And big tall urea bags were a nightmare for getting in the door. That big top lintel got bashed a fair few times. We're at oilseed rape just now. It's getting 240 kilos per hectare of urea at 46%. So what's that? What's 46% of 240 kilos? 110? 112? Something like that. So that's 110 kilos of nitrogen per hectare. 13 bags, come back for another 12 and that'll be us. Wind's picking up a bit. Oh well, keep going. Get straps on. Not going anywhere. Brakes. Electric. This fart is going into this shed. One more load. Let's just forget about that. Who's burst a bag of fat? Sack them. Yard 4, then back to yard 3, then that's the fat sorted. Then, I don't know.
Away from me, if you can't withstand my love. Keep away from me.
I've just received a phone call that there may or may not be some Highland cows on the loose. Oh, God's sake. Right, dump this trailer. Hatch, I might phone Dad, he's got a vehicle that'll get there quicker. Yeah, I'll let Dad deal with it. Good idea. Update, my brother is dealing with them. There we go, here's the pellets coming out. So that's the protein that we put into our rapeseed meal. On the other side of all of that, the oil's been pressed out the rape and bottled into nice salad dressings and things like that. And we buy this product back, mix it in for our cows. This is yard 3. So I had mentioned a while ago, David, whose yard it is, was looking for a hopper to go into there to make just bagging up pellets a lot easier. And a farmer called John from Stirling got in touch and had that kicking about his yard. So David bought it off him and it looks like it's working a treat. Back at yard 2, Dad gave me a lift back. Just gonna check the cows here and then we'll see how Kev's getting on. 13 of you buddies left to calve. We're getting there. Lopsided lug. Dad and I were just discussing cow plans. Bulls are due to go to the cows again in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So I want to get them out onto some grass and moving about and getting limber and getting fit first. So chuck them out tomorrow as well. We're just figuring out where we're going to put everything because making more silage this year and just figuring out where we've got space for everything. Just off the yard 1 now. I just want to get around all the fences and just check everything's fine. So I need to go and grab the quad bike, grab some, there's some posts at yard 2 already, hammer in some staples, just have a quick once over. Everything should be okay because there's quite a lot of new fences, but keep on top of it, especially just before the cows go out. Make sure it's all good to go. I realised I left the flatbed at yard 2. Nice one. Anyway, it's fine though because the quad bike fits in here. You'd think we'd come into some money. We've got a brand new breakaway cable. Oh, safety first, safety second. This has been fully serviced and will definitely start first time. That would help if I had the kill switch on not killed. Tulips. Oh, we've had a disaster. They have picked up a fungal disease called tulip fire. And it scorches the leaves Doesn't look too bad at the moment, but I think it will progress to get worse. Plants should be sprayed for fungal disease basically every week. This is new news to me. Like potatoes get their spray for blight. I'm chatting to a guy called Mark, who is a big tulip grower down south. His son actually has a YouTube channel called Norfolk Fords, follows his farming journey, and his dad is big into tulips. So I'm getting a bit of advice just now on what we can do at the moment, if there's anything we can do in the meantime. So I've sent him all sorts of pictures and whatnot, so he's going to get back to me. So frustrating. I mean, it's tricky because it's not like we've been able to spray them anyway because of the weather. Maybe we could have got on with the quad and the wee sprayer on the back of the quad. Still would have made a lot of mess. So we'll see what Mark comes back with. Yard 3 bound to get the forklift to head to yard 4 to shift a load of oilseed rape into a lorry. Then back to yard 2 to get a look at the fences and drop off this quad bike. Here, there and bloody everywhere. Thankfully they're not too far apart. For context, anyone new who doesn't know the kind of spacings, basically if yard 1's here, 3 miles or 3.5, 4 miles to yard 2, another mile to yard 3 and another mile to yard 4. Yard 3, can you spot Kev? He's up there at yard 2. We didn't know if the lorry was coming today or tomorrow, so that's why I didn't leave the forklift along there, because we were needing it here. But the lorry's coming today. Let off the oil pressure, oil pipes off, bucket on, job done.
But I keep on going, keep on. You'll never stop this thing. I will never let you go. Well, who am I to say? Maybe by now you should know. You got your somebody calling, you think you're somebody, don't you? I think you're scared of keeping somebody close. You'll never stop this thing. Or did I move too far? It's all too much. I think I must be mad to give you everything.
There we go, job done. Another steel and Murdoch. Had quite a lot of them in recently. Another load due either tonight or tomorrow, not heard yet. I'm taking the forklift away from here, so I hope it's tomorrow rather than tonight. How to tell them if I'm farming stock? I've got half a flipping brush. Still works, so. Back to yard 3 where Kev is now with the spreader. Just probably getting it in the nick of time for getting it spread. Well, I don't know. Don't even know if that's really spreading the right distance, but. Update from Kev is he's not found any soft bits yet. Wet bits, yes, that's fine. Soft bits, no. Rims are looking a bit manky, but we're not making too much of a mess in places, which is good. Because once you make ruts, they're there right the way till harvest. And the sprayer goes through them, and the fertilizer spreader goes through them. And okay, now back we go to yard 2. It's just joyful to see machines in fields. So there you go, that's, I mean, retracts, but it's not making a lot of mess, which is good. That's right at the entrance there where it's wet, so the rest of the field seems fine. Kev's thinking this field's maybe a bit shorter. It's a bit further on in flower, for sure, but it's maybe a bit shorter the crop. He's got the fertilizer spreader hiked up as high as he can get it. And it seems to be spreading. It's getting out. It's hard to make out in the camera, but it does seem to be getting out and spraying wide enough. That's a right hollow in the crop there, and it's never very even through there. So it's quite good this year, but it looks a great crop, to be honest. Yeah, it's flinging it, no bother. I'm getting hit here. There you go, you can make it out. You see it there? Yeah, no problem. It's getting it out wide enough. It's just going out to 24 metres. It's not too far. guys who are throwing it out to 36. Might be a fair bit trickier. There's Kev from a different angle now. You can see what I mean by that field being significantly more in flower than that field. Oh, she conked out. Oh, start again. That's the rain on.